Yeah.
All right, guys, guys. What's life in times? You know what I'm saying? Look. We're here with a very special. It's a very rare interview. If you know what I'm saying, it would be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? We're here with a very talented. You probably definitely heard, the tag, the crazy samples, you know what I'm saying, by very reputable people in the, on our good rap game nowadays, man. You know what I'm saying? He's finally on the right side of the coast. It's hard to get these niggas to come over here. You know what I mean? But look, guys, like, you know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself. Just you know what I mean?
Chubbyelhefe,
You dig?
one piece of ATM. I mean,
I just learned that too, guys. Cause trust me, that shit was that.
they didn't know who ATM
But
was.
we gonna get right in there though. How you doing though? You straight?
Fooling wrong challenge.
That's what we like to hear, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's just get into it, man. You know what I mean? Like, where you from? Let's just give us the origin. You know what I'm saying?
From Brooklyn, New York, Coney Island, to be specific. But a lot of people think I'm from Queens, though. I don't know. But my pops live out there.
But okay. Not
I kind of grew up all over New York type shit. Like, I grew up in the Bronx, Queens, Coney Island. Those are like the main three pieces right there.
Now, for people that live on this side of the earth, Coney Island, I know the only thing I know about Coney Island is that there's an amusement park, like how we have like the Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah.
Like that it's the same thing over there, but I thought that's all it was. I didn't know that there was neighborhoods.
Nah, it's a hood there. It's a real hood.
It's a real, like, you can live on Coney Island.
Hell yeah.
And it's not like an island, it's attached to.
Like, no, it's literally.
Oh, you
an
have to take
island.
a ferry.
It's one way in, one way out. You don't gotta take a ferry, but like it's one way in, one way out.
Oh shit.
Like when you get off the highway, you cross a bridge to go into Coney Island.
Huh. I would have never guessed that. I thought it was just like almost like a pier, like a one the straight.
It looked like it. Like if you in the air and you look down, it really looks like that.
Really?
Like it's just. It looks like the end of California.
In the California, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so you say you're from everywhere, but from that area, you know what I'm saying?
I live in Coney Island.
Oh, you live in Coney Island, okay, but you hadn't lived there like your whole life.
I lived there for most of my life, like majority.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you moved around.
Like I was in like Queens. My aunt lived in Queens, so I was in the south side of Queens. My pops would take me there like every weekend. If it wasn't there, I was going to the Bronx with my grandmother. Like my grandmother lived in the Bronx.
Okay.
So I was all around. Like every weekend, I would be either Queens or the Bronx.
And
I went to school in Brooklyn though.
Like y'all got, side note, don't even get off track, but y'all got weird ass school systems. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not even.
I hated it.
Oh really?
Yeah, like cause people would tell me like, yo, I moved to PA, I didn't have to take no regents, nothing. Like, I'm like, where you didn't have to take a test to graduate, and niggas failing, having to go back to school to take this shit. Like, that shit is annoying.
I think it was called a Cassie out here. Like you had to take that one
like
test,
the end test,
test to like get out of school.
That
like,
shit is crazy.
No, I had to retake the essay part because I bullshitted it. I didn't think it was real. I didn't.
That's
think
like
they were
the
really do
regents
that.
is like they make you write some long ass essay at the end of it. If you don't do that shit right, it's like you gotta do this shit. Go back to school for another year.
Yeah, word. Now, ours was like math. It was like math and like language arts, but instead of doing it at the end of the year, they did it in 10th grade. So you did it in 10th grade. So if you failed it, that you had 11th and 12th grade to still pass it.
Yeah, mad leeway.
Word.
We ain't getting no leeway.
Now they don't do that shit.
Oh, they took it off?
They took it off. They don't do it no more. Like,
that's crazy.
I'm gonna guess it's just mad niggas failing because you couldn't prep for it.
So the kids getting it easy now.
Easy as hell.
Either that or they just dropping off.
What can you do? You know what I mean?
But stay in school.
You heard it first.
It's cool.
You heard it first. But so from there, obviously, forgot to add, this is a super producer. He is a great man. So from there, when did you kind of start getting into that? You know what I'm saying?
I started making beats like 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like YBA's had some like. All right, so I was rapping at first. Like most people be started off rapping then produce.
Yeah.
So I didn't have shit. Like Biz, he had bought like FL Studio or the laptop. He bought it to my crib. Mm-hmm. And he just started playing with shit. I'm like, damn, nah, that look fire. Like I'd rather make the beat than go on YouTube. YouTube is like every intro was fire, and then when the beat dropped, the shit'll be dirt.
Nah,
so
word.
I'm like, nah, I'd rather just make the shit myself.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I started getting, it was trash at first, but feel me, you
Like
do the shit
anything
for,
else.
you do
like
the shit
anything
long
else.
enough,
Yeah,
you feel me, it start getting easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like my man was like, yeah, just bro, I'm gonna just put this shit on your computer. He downloaded it. It was like FL9. I was using that shit for the longest.
Yeah.
I was using that for the
now.
longest, bro. That eyes, bro. They on FL21.5 and shit like that. I still don't use that. I'm still on 12.
I see, but a lot of people though, like as far as like I'm like one of my good friends, like producer and all that. But I mean, a lot of motherfuckers just whatever they started on, they just never upgrade.
Nah,
like it just is what it is. Like
because it's like you perfecting the sound of that one.
Exactly. But I mean, I know they do got like little things like every time they make a new version that like.
Bro, I be on my bro shit. That should really be like an upgrade. It's like shit you do on there that you can't do on the old shit.
Yeah. And
they'll use my shit and be like, nah, bro, I'm not fucking with this. This shit not it, bro. You gotta upgrade this shit. Bro.
But it keeps you honest though. You know what I'm saying? Real. Like it makes you really like chase. Keep on your grind. You know what I'm saying?
It's either you gonna get bored of it or you gonna try some creative shit and come up with something new.
You know what I'm saying? And then but I also say too, like to even touch on like the whole rapping thing. I feel like a lot of producers that just start out producing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they always do kind of miss there's always like an element that they're missing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I feel like if you start rapping or you were rapping before, then you get into your influences are different. Facts. You know what I'm saying? You know what you want at least. You know what I'm saying?
I was rapping on my own shit before people was rapping on my shit. But like I used to be scared to even introduce I made the beat. I didn't even tell people I made music for real. Like, I really locked away in my room for like a good 2 years. I damn near dropped out of school and everything. Shit. I was in my room just creating.
Just getting to it.
And then when people started finding out, they're like, all right, nah, that's where I want to be. I want to go to his room.
I want to make it make sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then were you doing like the whole the sample stuff then, or were you know what I'm saying?
I started off sampling because we was on some like boom bap rap shit. Like it wasn't even. I didn't find out about trap till 808 Mafia. Like, Waka Flocka Fame and all of them niggas.
I mean, which was an appropriate time to find out.
Shit, that was the best thing that ever happened. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to make beats like Southside and Lex Luger at that point. Yeah. It wasn't even boom bap was out the window. I didn't even want to rap on that shit no more.
Nah, I hear you. I mean, it's more exciting. There's more, there's more going on in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
It was more energetic, everything.
Not to say boom bap isn't exciting. Don't kill me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's
niggas
the time and the place.
With the boom bap shit. Like, niggas listen to West Side Gun on them niggas.
And even with that, they transcended that. That's a different.
Them niggas is doing it.
Yeah, that's a different ball game. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? But so even from there, you start doing it, and then at what point though were you like, okay, like this is serious. Like this is something that I'm gonna do.
Like when nobody wanted me to do the shit. Like when everybody started going against it is when I was like, nah, this is what I really want.
Explain that, because I feel like a lot of people don't have that mindset.
So it's like when you start locking in, like I said, I didn't want to go to school. Like I would get on a bus. So look, Coney Island is it's a bus route. You get on the 74, right, and it goes to the train station and it goes back around, to the end of Coney. I live in the end of Coney Island. So, like, it goes back around. When my moms would leave, I would leave with her. I would take the bus to the train and get back on the bus and go back to the crib. You know what I mean? Just to make beats, bro. I swear to God, I was doing this for, like, at least 4 or 5 months. Until they started calling my house, like, yo, he's not coming to school at all.
Like, what are you talking about?
Because, bro, at that point, then, look, I switched it up on them. I was going to first period, second period, and second period was attendance period. I would take my attendance and then go back home. Go make beats.
Just go make beats.
That ass, bro. I was really locked in. Like, this is all I wanted to do.
And
nobody wanted me to do that shit, so I wanted to do that shit because everybody was like,
because everybody was against it.
Like, yeah, go get a job, stay in school, gotta graduate.
Yeah, I mean, don't get us wrong. Graduating is not a bad thing.
Now look, I went back to school and graduated.
He said went back to school.
I went back to school and graduated.
But like
I had to figure out that's what I wanted to do before. Yeah. Feel me? Man, getting lost in the whole school system and go to college and you would have been lost. I would have been lost.
No, I mean, especially like if you feel like you have a calling, like, you know what I mean, you supposed to chase your dreams young.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Is that what they say? You supposed to chase your dreams young. So that's what you was doing.
I was all that.
You know?
I'm still all that.
Nah, as you, bro, the way I feel like just the way that y'all like we're gonna get into the what's going on, but the way that y'all work and drop music, there's no way you're not.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I fuck with them how I fuck with them.
Yeah.
Because they were so consistent. It's like, all right, now I can lock in. And they're going to use everything that I send them.
Yeah, exactly.
Something going to drop. Like, everything's going to drop, basically.
No, like, I mean, I wonder how much, like, okay, no, we're gonna get them. I'm getting ahead
Bro,
of
it's shit that I ain't hear yet.
Go,
like,
word.
Yeah, it's shit I ain't hear yet.
Are you okay? Hold on. We get ahead of us. But look, so let's start with the name, because you're not chubby at all. The fuck is going on?
All right, so look, I used to be chubby, right?
Oh, word.
But my little cousin, his name is Chubby.
Okay.
And his older brother is like the person that got me into music. Like that's how I found out about Waka Flocka Fame and shit like that. So I used to stay with them a lot in Queens.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I took his name. And then I got skinny as shit.
There you
but
go.
it stuck with me.
It stuck with
so
you,
it's
yeah.
like, and then the Hefe part is like, people would rather call me Hefe, they call me Chubby. But the Chubby is there, so it's like,
might as well just put it together. You know what I mean? Why
like
not?
Chubbyelhefe.
And
look, I could be in a room and people don't even know I'm me. Unless I tell them I'm me.
Yeah.
And I kind of fuck with that. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, hey man, you should. You know what I'm saying?
But like I could be a ghost.
Nah, word. You know what I mean? It's especially because y'all niggas do not post y'all faces at all. Like,
I be trying, but it's like
you don't be doing that.
Bro,
shit.
I'll put the mask on.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas be surprised to see what niggas actually look like. You know what I'm saying? When niggas
I'm the
come
king
around.
of putting the mask on. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna put it on every time.
At least it matches the outfit, though. I give you that. You know what I'm saying? With the little white string, you're doing something.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you're doing it. You know what I mean?
It used to be the regular mask.
Every day. You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta switch it up.
That was especially like
creative.
Yo, Corona time in New York was bad, wasn't it?
What?
Niggas, it was crazy as hell.
I ain't go outside. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
I'm not gonna lie. I was outside.
A lot of niggas was.
I shouldn't have been outside though.
No one should have been. But I mean, I feel like it was a good time to catch up. If you felt like you was behind in any way, shape, form, or fashion, like that was the year to catch up. Like do whatever.
I did not even take advantage of that, bro.
Dead ass. You're crazy.
Like the most I did was lock in and make more beats.
But I mean, as a producer, nigga, what else you? Like that's you supposed to do that.
It was shit that could have been done.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, you are in New York, but I mean, I feel like as if it's not like you didn't make beats though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you still did something to to continue your craft. You know what I'm saying?
I was just trying to be outside.
Nah, I ain't mad at you.
Cause it get boring in the house.
It's boring as shit.
Start losing inspiration.
Word, niggas was still in LA. Niggas are still throwing parties, which I thought was insane. But it's like, but I'm not gonna lie.
It's partying everywhere.
Yeah, nah, it still was. I mean, the cops would come shut it down, obviously. But it's like, you know what I mean?
Corona K parties.
Corona K, you're crazy stuff. But from there, you know, I also want to get early into this the ATM thing. Because that fucked me up. Because I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Out of nowhere,
yeah, because I'm like, and I'll tell y'all. Because I thought, you hear his beats, you hear neither the ATM thing or you hear both, and that's why I was like, who? I'm like, he's both, or like, and then I went to his page, and I was like, he has another name in his thing. I click on it. I said, so is this him? Like, I'm so fucking confused. Like,
that's a couple of us.
Okay, so it's more than the other guy.
It's me, Colte, Bryce, Chris Easy, who else? And then Stunt. It's a lot of like.
You guys got a fucking Wu-Tang. The fuck is that?
And look, when we all like, there's no way we could step on each other's toes. Like we all do different shit.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
Explain that though. Explain that because I feel like a lot of niggas, not to cut you off, but I feel like a lot of niggas don't understand that portion. Yeah. No, because
Like, all right, so you see how I work? Like, I got a lot of like when Yaya dropped the tape, I damn near like produced the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So like,
we'll talk about that too.
It's times where like I'll fuck with that, and then it was like Cold Tape be with Shawnee, and then Feel me? My man Wells would be fucking with 450, like shit like that. Like, there's no way. And then at the end of the day, it's like we all working with the same people, so it's like And then we all spread our wings, so the shit get even crazier. You feel me? It's like and everybody has different sounds. None of us sound the same for real. You could tell when Colapte produce something. You could tell when I produce something. You could tell when Wells produce something. You could tell when Stuff produce something. Like everybody got a different sound. It's like none of us sound like each other.
Word. No, like, and I think that's one that's fire, because that's not like, that's not no, not even
Shit,
saying
not regular.
not no jealous shit, not no, oh, I need, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, you all got the same tag, so it's like, I mean, obviously, I'm sure you guys have your own personalized whatever, fact. But like, there's still like the conglomerate tag is still, you know what I'm saying? The whatever.
But yeah, the ATL tag is like, they might not care who it is after that.
Yeah, like it's just
they fuck with all of us. For
yeah, no, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, but no, that's hard. And how long? Like, how did that happen? Like, how did that kind of form?
What was that like? Yeah, like so look, I met Colapte on the internet on Instagram, right?
Shout out to
I was in Florida on a jet ski, and fucking Wikipedia had dropped, right?
Yeah.
And this nigga hit me up like, nah, bro, this is crazy. So I locked in with him. First of all, he had asked me for the beat for This Is How We Do It, right? I'm like, why the fuck is a random nigga just asking me for the beat? But look, I sent it to him. Like, for some reason, I just had to, I just had faith in the nigga for some reason. But then he had faith in me. Like, the nigga was throwing me plays, like, before he even knew my first name. Feel me? Like, the nigga hit me like, yo, bro, I got some shit with Feel me? You do the drums, I'm gonna just send you the sample.
Word.
Like, and the niggas just been locked in ever since. And then his mans, I start fucking with them. He started fucking with my mans. It's like
everybody just start intermingling type
like,
shit. Yeah,
you might as well just make a group out of this shit. Like we all the nicest niggas in New York for real. Like on some humble shit. Feel me?
I can contest. We can, and I'm down to argue. If niggas want to comment, I'm down to argue. Like, you know what I'm
saying? We be down to argue too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But we all be keeping it humble for real.
Nah, y'all can keep it humble. Let me.
We gonna let you argue.
Yeah, let me talk about shit, because that's what I'm saying. I said before this, as far as niggas coming from New York, or even not even from New York, but just as far as like the drill or the rap, that kind of, you know what I'm saying, that sound, y'all niggas got it. Like there's not really a lot, like niggas get excited,
right, to
be like, oh shit, like, all right, let's see what these niggas coming. Because I remember when the Wikipedia shit did drop, and I'm hearing, you know what I'm saying, it
changed everything.
No, it did. And I mean, the thing is too, there's so many facets in that, you know, in that genre, you know what I'm saying? Facts. But y'all touch each one, you know what I'm saying? Or even with, like, you know, like the shit. Okay, well, again, I keep getting ahead of myself, but you guys got it though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
you
we
guys,
appreciate that.
You guys definitely got it. But look, so from here, let's just get into it. How did you get up with Shawnee and everybody else? How did that happen? You know what I'm saying?
So it's a studio. All right, so look,
we want the longhand version.
Before even the studio, my man Coleon, he was shooting a video, right? And the guy that shot his video, his name Doomy. Shout out to Doomy. So look, I had pulled up to Brownsville where they were shooting the video at. And his man Kobe, who he was with, which was like his assistant at the time or whatever, he was like, yo, we had just built a studio or whatever, y'all pull up. So we pulled up to the studio and the shit was kind of fire. But look, they was inviting everybody, like everybody who had like a name they was trying to get to their studio. So when I had got there, he had found out that I rap and make beats. So he was like, yo, bro, when rappers come, you mind like sending me packs or whatever, and I'll just play your shit for them? Shout out to my man Rashad. He was really doing that. Yeah. So I was sending him packs, and he was like, yeah, bro, these shits is hard. This guy fucking with it. This guy fucking with it. And then he was like, yo, you ever heard of Grinch set? Like YTB and them? I'm like, nah, bro, who that? He had put me on. He showed me like 2-3 songs. I'm like, nah, this fire. I went home, made a couple of beats like with the sample shit in it. Shit was dirt to me. I ain't gonna lie. At first, it was dirt. Yeah. But like he had told me like, yo, Grau and I'm pulling up to the session. His name was Big Baby at the time. He was like, yo, they pulling up to the session. If you want to pull up, pull up. I'm like, all right, bet. I pulled up. I played like 2-3 beats. Grau was the first person to walk in. I played like 2-3 beats. And the second one, he was like, nah, go back to the second shit. He was like, that's the one, pull us up. Yeah. He started rapping. Then I think either 450 or Shawnee walked in after. He said what up to me. just walked in the booth. I didn't even know the nigga was rapping. Like, I swear I didn't know he was rapping, bro. Then after he walked out the booth, sat down, 450 walked in the booth. It's either whichever way that them verses go on that song is how that happened. You feel me? So they all walk out, and I had end up leaving after that. But like, Big Baby was fucking with me. He like, we locked in at that day. Like, he was like, yo, bro, keep sending me shit, keep sending me shit. I'm like, all right, bet. The nigga was going to the studio. He used to even telling Stunt, yo, bro, you gotta fuck with Chubby, you gotta fuck with Chubby, And then niggas been really locked in ever since, bro. Like, that day changed everything, bro. And then when Waiting on Wick had dropped, that was like the first tape that I was on. You know what I mean? But it had got taken down. And I was mad, bro, because I'm like, how the fuck they gonna hear me now? Like, this is a good ass song that's on this tape. How they gonna hear it now? But I ended up locked. We were so locked in, like, more shit kept going on. Like, I was on every Grinch set tape since that tape.
No, literally.
That ass, like, every one of them, like, every one of them that have a tape that dropped, I was on it. It's not one, even Shoney. It was like 2-3 tapes where I only had one song on it, but even then he was like, nah, I can't leave you off of this shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
No way. So,
and I mean, shit, the nigga tapes be like 23 songs, so there ain't no way we got niggas off it either way. You know what I'm saying? 16, 17, 35, like it's actually
niggas
crazy.
Work ethic be so crazy, bro.
No word, like that's a good story. You know what I'm saying? I like that. We can right into it. Talk about it.
All right, so look,
pop your shit.
So look, y'all had did a tag for me in the studio one day, right? And I had made a pack and put the tag on the whole pack. I sent it to SB. So, what song was that? Real motherfucking Grinch, right? And this beat from Chubby, not from YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yaya had did this shit for me. He did it on a song called Diamonds, but it's not on the song no more. It's taken off.
Yeah.
But like, niggas basically had a problem with this shit. Like, you feel me? Like,
oh yeah, I was gonna say,
like, Cash never said nothing to me about it.
Okay, but who had a problem?
His manager. He had commented on my shit, like, on some.
Really? Yeah. But like,
that shit wasn't nothing.
But I feel like niggas is in this. If we running in the same circle,
bro. Look,
it wouldn't have
publicly on the internet, on Instagram. I said, I'm not trying to run off with y'all shit. I'm literally just trying to pay homage.
Yeah.
Niggas like, bro, fuck your shit, basically. Keep your shit dirt.
Word.
I'm like, cool. I'm gonna show y'all niggas whose shit dirt.
Exactly.
I'm gonna show somebody whose shit is dirt.
I mean,
my shit not dirt.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
I mean, I think that was just kind of having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, it's not like I told the nigga to do the tag for me. Like, I literally sat in the studio, smoked my weed like I'm doing right now, and just happened to be and this be from Chubby, not from YouTube. He said it at the end of a song.
Yeah.
I put it on the beat, but I didn't tell him to say it for me.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's how niggas get most of their tags in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
That's how we got the ATM tag. That's how I got Chubby going crazy. That came from a real song.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My tag come from a song where I was a feature on the song.
Yeah.
I mean, we was just in the studio and he happened to say my name. I happened to take the me and Chubby going crazy and just put Chubby going crazy and make it a tag.
So and then, you know, but from there we never reconciled. It was never like no
bro, I have an old song with him. Me and Cole Tape produced a song. It's called Really. It's on his tape. It's on Friends 2, right? Friends 3.
It just never, but it never just.
Like, we never locked in, but
exactly.
I don't have a problem with them.
Yeah, no. I mean, it don't seem like you do. You know what I'm saying? I just think niggas, you know, it was just a little misunderstanding. You know what I mean? It's, you know,
it just never got talked about, basically.
Yeah, no, it's just poking fun. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, what can
I
you
still
do?
respect what they got going on.
No, I mean, as you should.
That's one of the main reasons why I was producing the shit I was producing.
Yeah. Those niggas, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, again, they pioneered some shit too. You know what I'm saying? They was on a lot of those early,
for real.
You know, those early projects. Right. I kind of always wonder what happened, but you know, hey man, say man, but
shit like that,
shit happens. But anyway, but I say that to say I probably got to cut that out. I might have to, but it's I I be trying not to like pick sides and be favorable, you know what I'm saying, or say crazy shit because like I be getting a lot of like backlash from certain shit. But anyway, I might not. Anyway, from there, so you hype me, you get him there. So how you and Yaya's relationship? It just came from the same thing, or how did that happen?
Yeah, like I just used to pull up on Yaya. Like, bro used to. So Rashad, he used to tell me like, bro, pull up to the studio, Yaya having a session, or send beats. And then after a while, Yaya took my number like and just started calling me, bro, send beats. Like if I disappear, Yaya gonna call me like, yo, bro, what's up, bro? I ain't get a pack in a minute, bro. What's going on? Feel me? Like him, Growl do the same thing. Like, yo, bro, what's up? I can't get no beats. So I'll be really locked. Like they the motivation. Like I'll be locked in on off of that alone. Like I gotta send them 5 beats a day. At least. Feel me? A pack. The email holds 6.
A 6.
Email holds 6. One day I sent Yaya a 4-pack. He was like, yo, bro, what's up? Like, I can't get the whole pack. I'm like, bro, I got you, bro.
That's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, nigga. The shit that you did on pack or plaque. I mean, just or plaque. Is it plaque or plaque? Plaque or plaque?
Nah, pack or plaque.
Pack or plaque. Yeah, that shit. Oh my god, different.
That's that shit.
That shit was amazing. I think that's really like I was like the early stuff, but that's really was like, oh nah, like this is insane. The shit that you did Donda, right? Or was
me and Third.
Yeah, you nigga. I ain't never heard somebody flip that sample.
Third sent me that shit flipped like that, and I'll put the drums on there.
Yeah, no, that shit was insane. There's you got a handful of shit. So it's like even like I don't know. There's just a lot. Like there's a lot that you did.
I'll be forgetting, bro.
No,
I don't know the name of half the songs. Like,
and I'm not gonna lie.
I know the lyrics to all of them.
You should. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you had them for a while. You know what I'm saying? You got to. But
I don't even be having the songs. When they come out is when I have the song. That eyes, bro. Unless I'm in the studio.
Unless you in the studio. No.
Shit be getting leaked, bro. So it's like we avoid that at all course.
No, you should. You know what I mean?
Stunt be on top of that.
The stunt, man. Security guard stunt. You know what I mean? Cyber security stunt. You know what I mean? But no, like I mean, it's really amazing because the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, I listen to Yaya religiously. That nigga's fire. But that's what I'm saying. You pop up on so much of his shit, and it really be like jewelry. You did jewelry or is jeweler? Like nigga, like that's retarded. I can't say that. That was crazy.
What sample was that for? I forgot what sample that was.
I was listening to it on the way in. Like that shit is amazing.
Is that the I can feel it in the air shit?
I think it is. Yeah. I would play it, but I'll get fucking copyrighted. But yeah,
I think that's the feel it in the air sample. That shit is crazy.
No, jewelry. I want to say he got earphones in. He can see.
But my mom's like that song. I think that's why I remember that's the sample. Like
you did Drop It Low too, right? On the new project.
Ian Wells Drop It Low is crazy.
Like that's what I'm saying. I think that's important to say. Like too. Like
that's not even a drill sound.
No, it's not.
That's like trap shit.
But yeah, because I mean, I feel like Yaya goes back and forth. Like he does like the real like drill shit, but he also does like a lot of trap. You know, that album was. I feel like it was mostly like trap.
Bro, they don't be on the same like. So they email be filled up with beats that sound the same shit. Like they did this already.
Yeah,
feel me? Like people send me collabs like, yo, bro, let's do collabs, and they send me shit that's out. Like, bro, they did this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is the Monica song. Bro.
Yeah, you
didn't look in. Yeah, like,
you didn't look into this before you hit me.
Come on, like you don't fuck with you. Do you even fuck with this shit for real?
Maybe not.
Or you just trying to get an opportunity to get a placement?
It's both. It's both. You know how shit is. You know what I mean?
You cutting that shit right off.
You should. And then and then from there, I got a question. So as far as like, you know, there's always been like kind of like a debate. I feel maybe not. Maybe make a mountain out of a molehill, but there's always been like a debate where it's like, you know, you have the producers that just stay in the house, just send out shit. They don't really ever pop out. You never see them. You know what I'm saying? They just send loops all day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their thing. Opposed to somebody like y'all that have to be in the field. You guys are moving around. You know, pretty much making all your connections outside. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like. How do you feel about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about kind of like, do you do both? Do you feel like, you know, one's better than the other? How do you feel?
I feel like, you gotta definitely be outside. But at the same time, it's like, if you outside all the time, how the fuck you supposed to work?
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, unless you in the studio, like, you going outside, you going to the studio, you got headphones on in the session, or you got a whole separate room. Like they had booked a whole separate room for us to cook up in while Shoney was recording. Like shit like that. It's like, but you could be in the house at certain times though. Like there's times where I was locked in the house for mad long. That shit, you get a lot of work done like that. You know? And then the loop shit is like, you gotta be nice. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you're not gonna get nowhere if you're not nice at making loops. Cause it's people like us that's outside that be needing that shit sometimes. Like we can't make this shit from scratch all the time, or we don't want to sample. Like so, yeah. It's like it go. Like, yeah, it's like you gotta. You gotta balance it.
You gotta balance it. Yeah,
you gotta balance it.
I just always thought like you get a lot of people that like like you said like are just out here trying to make that opportunity whatever happened. I feel like that's just a
whole lot of that. I ain't gonna lie. I just like people that send the same loops to 100 people.
Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of crazy too, because like when that song, if somebody were to rap and put that song out, right? Because I mean I can tell you mad instances where that's even happened, like reputable niggas, and it's like. Like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
now everything sound the same. Because the top producers is getting the loops from the top loopers and
then just moving it around.
Making the same beats.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I think it's kind of interesting though, because I mean, y'all guys' drums don't really sound like New York drums. The cadence, sure, because you have to go with that beat, but y'all don't. It doesn't hit like like one of those like a Fabio song or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, I like making shit like that though. Like the whole UK sound.
Yeah. I like that. Who was first?
UK.
They were first?
Like that whole drill sound came from UK. They was on that.
Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
Because I've been
like
I never knew
the grime wave. Yeah, like that was and then the Chief Keef was on.
Yeah, the drill. Yeah,
that was influenced through the UK shit, bro.
But the New York sound is closer.
The New York sound. Like the Fabio beats, those is like UK producers making those beats.
Huh.
Oh yeah. Unless it's like you hear a sample in it.
Nah,
you got New York producers making them. But
that's what I'm saying. I know certain.
It's just we put the sample in it in New York.
Yeah, and then after that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're gonna take y'all drums, put the sample in it. And then after a while you get sick of that and then you put the trap drums on the sample with a little bit of drills and it's like
and that's it, yeah.
I was getting out of hand though. Everybody doing Jersey and then you get
the Jersey stuff is kind of cool, like sort of. You know what I mean? I think it's like an ode to like a lot older music. You know what I'm saying? Like making because Jersey. I mean, again, if you don't know what a Jersey club is, you know what I'm saying?
That's really what it be though.
Yeah,
a lot of people will be like, I don't want to hear, but then you got people that really fuck with that.
Yeah, no, I like I said, I did my my due diligence. I looked around, you know what I'm saying, and it's it's interesting to say like they always say like New York doesn't have like a crazy diversity. It's mostly all the same. Nah, it's like y'all gotta look into these subgenres of what's going on.
A big ass pot, bro. It's like a bunch of shit going on. Like a lot. New York could take anything and just add flavor to it. But we make that shit ours for real.
No word.
I guess ours now.
It's ours now. Side note. From somebody that does predominantly samples and things of that nature, how the fuck you go about getting it cleared, or if I can ask that question, because I feel like that's like a very that's what niggas want to know. I feel like that's because I want to know. I had Shiny the same thing because I was like, how?
Are the YouTube producers clearing they samples before getting paid off of the streams off YouTube?
I didn't think so. I don't think so. I was just curious to say, was there a, you know what I mean? Like, this is something to it.
When it's serious, it's getting cleared.
Yeah.
When it's serious, it's gonna get cleared.
Yeah,
but other than that, it's like.
But you personally are.
It's risky.
I mean, the whole thing is risky because y'all using like I said, you said you did feel it in the air. God damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, the way that y'all doing it, though, I feel like at least niggas should hear it and be like, you know what? This is a good song.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We paying homage.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Because we only using it because it's fire.
No, if it wasn't fire, you wouldn't be using it. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's just, like I said, you guys do it with such a certain grace. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not drowning out the sample. Like, everything in the beat is complementing the sample.
You got to make it make sense. Yeah. Like if it don't make sense to me, I'm not even saving it, bro. I'm gonna delete a beat quick before I even put the drums on it.
Yeah,
the sample I already know it's no good for what I'm trying to go for. It's no good.
This is it. You know what I mean? Are we gonna get like an ATM
Oh yeah, that shit is in the works right
yeah,
now.
I mean, you already know what I'm about to say.
Know what you saying. The ATM project is in the works right now.
And that would be everybody in the kind of
it's the whole collective.
The whole gang.
You're gonna hear a bunch of shit on there that you're not expecting.
Word. When are we expecting that? It's April.
I wouldn't even give you a date. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He's not trying to give me the exclusive. I'm trying to August.
You heard that from Colo Tay, CEO. Man.
All right, yeah, we everybody CEO. Just direct go to Tay. We're gonna put Tay's Instagram at the bottom to say blow his fucking comments up till they drop it. You know what I mean? But look, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I appreciate you coming on, gang. You know what I mean? This is definitely, you know what I'm saying, this is a good one for sure, and I'm happy to, you know, like I said, that we can do this, you know what I'm saying, show it off, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all tap in with him, please. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is in everybody else ATM. Before it's too late.
Before it's too late.
Don't wait to get on the boat now. It's leaving. You know what I'm saying? Any last words before we get out of here?
Appreciate you for having me.
Or
shout out to the whole ATM. Shout out to the whole Grinch set. Shout out to my mama. You know what I mean?
Important.
Yeah, out of here.
All right. This has been Lyfe and Tymes.
Shout out to Timm Elliott, man.
We're trying. Shout out to my boy Chubby, man. Chubby, man. Fuck that name up.
Going crazy.
Going crazy. Bow.
Yeah.